Hey, what is going on, SMT Nation? It's your boy, the SMT. Today we're going to be discussing a topic that I'm really interested to kind of bring to the round table here as the community kind of has some discourse here in the comment section. I'd love to get feedback throughout this video. Go ahead and provide me with some discourse. Tell me what you think on all these topics. Go ahead, sound off in the comment section. Give your opinion. Tell me about your perspective. Offer your commentary. There's a lot of stuff in here to unpack. So with the new T-Mobile enterprise and business plans and their new program, they targeted AT&T and Verizon specifically with business offers. All right, what they're trying to do is they're trying to shift their focus over to corporate agency business enterprise accounts. This is an area of their business where they have never really had much traction. They do a little bit of small business stuff, and it's something that's become very, very hard for them to compete in because of the stranglehold that AT&T and Verizon have, and it's mostly Verizon. The unlimited data plans in mobility that T-Mobile is now offering is really nice. There's no buckets. They're giving you legitimate, unlimited mobility, and they're doing it with 5G included and everything. They've got cloud-based productivity tools, bundled up in there. They're also going to be doing home office internet, which is a dedicated business line. It should be, a good experience, as long as it's there. It's smart. They're addressing the work from home situation. Obviously, they're trying to loosen up the other carriers' cold grip on the business accounts. But I'm here to let you guys know, not so fast. Here's why this is not going to be easy. Number one, businesses need network reliability. They need 100% accessibility. This is a non-negotiable. Do you think, and in your experience, does T-Mobile have this right where it needs to be? Do they have the right network? Do they have this 100% reliability? Now, no carrier is perfect, but you can't have frequent outages and you can't have problems with coverage gaps. So that's kind of what I mean by this. Truckers, fleet drivers, livery vehicles, transportation specialists, government agencies, it's a non-negotiable. And that's one of the reasons why Verizon is usually chosen for these types of applications. The second thing is, and this is what I've addressed about the T-Mobile and Sprint merger, is capacity the thing that Verizon and AT&T business customers have been clamoring for? Meaning, have they been wanting to leave Verizon and AT&T for greener pastures, but have stayed with Verizon and AT&T because capacity? That is simply not the case. They are with Verizon and AT&T because of trust. So the answer is no. AT&T and Verizon business customers are not there for the capacity. They want calls, texting, and always available data. Even if it's not the fastest, they don't care. It needs to be there. I look at the pricing, for the dedicated line, the home internet for office, it's $90. Is that the right price point? That's something we could argue. I think it's a little high. I know some other people in the community have sounded off on that and said it is a little expensive. That's up for debate. But I think another thing to note is it kind of feels like Verizon knew this was coming. All right, Verizon has a partnership with Apple, and it's very, very strong. They've got the program, the Fleet Swap. This is for enterprise, business, corporate accounts. Everyone in a business can easily and seamlessly, without any trouble, walk into an Apple store and get any Apple iPhone 12 device at no upfront cost, switching from any carrier to Verizon. They can even walk in and get an iPhone 12 mini for free. Seamless, easy from any carrier. Verizon CEO Hans Vestberg was on stage with Tim Apple at the iPhone 12 launch event. 5G, ultra-wideband, going indoors, the enterprise, the business, the 5G nationwide. They did the whole thing. They mentioned and showed all the unique enterprise use cases, the health services, the manufacturing facilities and factories, privatizing 5G. Is it going to be better than cable and fiber and all this? My take is pretty simple. It appears to me that Verizon was prepared for anything that T-Mobile wanted to do this year when it came to this sort of thing. They basically had answers for T-Mobile before the questions even started. But the question is this, and I think it's legitimate. Should small, medium, and large businesses consider T-Mobile? The answer is 100% yes. Of course they should consider T-Mobile. They aggressively compete for the business. They fight for the business of the customers. They offer huge value. They offer, tremendous services and value. They have newfound capacity. They're building out their network in a blazing pace. And they will even admittedly say, we will beat Verizon and AT&T in pricing. We'll give you unlimited data on device. We'll give you hotspot data included. We'll give you phone deals. We've got the home internet dedicated line. We've got these productivity tools. Nobody will fight more for your business than T-Mobile. So it is very commendable. And of course, you should definitely look into this. But here's what I'll give you guys as the ending to this last part of the video. I reached out to a handful of business owners in the CLE area. These are prominent business owners that have small, medium, and large businesses. I spoke to a FedEx contractor, 30-plus routes, 40-plus vehicles. This is a huge fleet account. FedEx is a national company. It's one of the biggest companies in the U.S. And he told me that his company cannot use T-Mobile. He told me there are stretches of miles with no data connection and no calling and no texting in locations where they frequently have to deliver packages, and it's just non-negotiable. He said that at the terminal, the coverage is excellent. The speeds are terrific. He said within the city limits, it's incredible. It's very good. But he said, once you leave the county, it is trouble. Handheld devices for their tracking and their inventory go through Verizon. Their personal lines for connectivity, Verizon. Their hotspots, their IoT devices, Verizon. And this is not about Verizon. I hope you understand. This has nothing to do with Verizon and everything to do with T-Mobile competing in business. I spoke to another small business owner, and he works in distribution and trucking, a fleet of trucks. He told me that he cannot use T-Mobile, and not as a primary. Even in interstate travel within the state itself, he cannot. He simply said there's just too much trouble within the gaps of the network. There is still work for T-Mobile to do. They have not actually properly addressed what has made them non-usable to the business use case of any type of coverage, network availability. Even the T-Mobile and Sprint merger, when you look at the incredible capacity that with N41, and it's incredible. It's so fast. You guys have seen my videos. I've tested it on several videos. It's incredible. It does not address the issues that has haunted T-Mobile for the better part of the last decade. And that is the coverage issues and the reliability issues. I personally think when you look at what Verizon has done, getting ahead of the curve with the ultra-wideband and being up there on stage, they basically cut T-Mobile off at the legs. With this fleet thing, with Apple, with the whole 5G branding, the ultra-wideband being up there, they made it harder on T-Mobile to change the mind share of people and the perceptions. But the fact of the matter is that the network's still had a long way to go. And when I spoke to these business owners, it just reaffirmed this fact. This is why I was asking for people to speak and give their perceptions and give their opinions in the comment section. Because I want to know, when you speak to small business owners, medium business owners, corporate, who do they use? Do they use AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile? And in the past, did they use Sprint? Because I think this matters. Mind share matters, market share matters, and trust matters. If T-Mobile can't succeed in breaking through this business segment, it won't be because they didn't try. They obviously tried the hardest. But it's just very difficult for them to change the perceptions that have persisted over the last couple of decades. It's really, really hard to do. You guys let me know if you think they can do it. I think they're going to come out marketing heavy. T-Mobile Business, T-Mobile Enterprise, T-Mobile, this and that and the third. I think they're going to aggressively market this, which is smart. And I think some people are going to switch because they can save money. But when it comes to business, there are certain things that are non-negotiable. I just don't know if T-Mobile has done enough yet to make that plunge and to really put a dent into the business customer market. We shall see what happens. Go ahead and sound off if you haven't already. Wanted to listen to the whole video. See what you got to say there. I'd love to hear what you have to say on these topics. Let me know your opinions. Let me know your perspectives. If you're a business owner, if you're in any of these fields that rely heavily on mobility and connectivity, go ahead and drop me a line. The voice of the people, The SMT Nation, let your voice be heard. Thank you for taking this opportunity to watch the SMT YouTube channel. If you appreciated this video, give it a like and a share to all your favorite social media platforms. Thank you in advance for that. Also, check out some of the links in the description box. We have the SMT Patreon page. We also have the Twitter handle at SneedTech. And do check out the audio-only podcast available on all the major podcast platforms. And if you are new and have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and activate the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.